Hello everyone and welcome to Smells Like Teen Angst. I'm Sarah and I'm here to bring you my review of The Strangers, Chapter 1. The original Strangers is actually one of my all-time favorite horror movies. My favorite movies are ones that could really happen. Like if you remember, it was, I want to say like the early 2000s when there was this era of reboots and remakes, but it was all horrifying. It was like Texas Chainsaw, The Hills Have Eyes, Last House on the Left, those kinds of things, where you could end up in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of psychopaths. We have a whole thing about it. But there's a reason people sing that.
God damn, you play a mean banjo.
So when it comes to The Strangers and it literally just being a story about these people who just happen to be home and the psychopaths happen to be in their neighborhood, like that is horrifying to me. And then when I learned that we were getting almost like a reboot, a remix, a prequel but not of The Strangers, I'm like, how do we do this? If you've watched a few of my reviews, you know I am not against a reboot, a remake. This movie came out back in like 2008. It is time. Like it's been long enough we can do this. But I'm like, but how do you do it? And how do you make it fresh and new and exciting? Because it's also had sequels. After watching The Strangers Chapter 1, I can tell you that they've done it.
Is Tamara here?
No.
I think you have the wrong home.
Riverdale's Madelaine Petsch stars as our iconic Scream Queen in this new rendition of The Strangers. She also serves as executive producer, and I think that's incredible. Cruel Summer's Freud Gutierrez plays her boyfriend Ryan, and they're super, super, super cute together. I thought their chemistry was fantastic, and I really like that the way that their characters are, they're not like sit around and wait for things to happen. They are proactive, they are smart, and they are doing everything they can to survive. The film does an incredible job of paying homage to the original while also forging its own path. It keeps a couple of like the iconic moments from that film, but also twists. So it's done really, really well. There's like a couple changes where in the original film, the couple was fighting. In this one, they are a super happy couple. This isn't their home. This is an Airbnb because they're in the middle of nowhere, Oregon, where their car breaks down and they have to stay somewhere in order to be safe for the car to be fixed in the morning. You know, that whole ordeal. So while at this Airbnb, this is where we meet the strangers.
Lock the front door!
Another interesting take is that we're actually going to be getting to know the townsfolk. When we get there, they stop and eat at a diner, and I feel like this is where we're meeting whomever the strangers are going to turn out to be, as well as maybe people in the town who know what's going on, who help, or even those who don't like that it's going on and want it to stop. These are the options that I'm giving myself just from my own horror knowledge. Now, this new rendition of The Strangers, Chapter 1, is gonna come out, and then a couple months later we're getting 2, and then a couple months later we're getting 3. They're doing it very much like Netflix did with Fear Street, and I think that's awesome. They are calling it like a 4-hour epic, and I love that. This film for Strangers Chapter 1 is a tight 90 minutes. I was literally sitting there going, how are they gonna end this? And how are they gonna end it on a cliffhanger that's gonna lead us into Chapter 2? And they do a really good job with it. This film, throughout the story, had moments where I was literally cringing and curling my toes. It's been a minute since we've had a scary horror movie. It has been like gateway after gateway after gateway. And finally, we are getting a scary horror movie. I think that The Strangers Chapter 1 is a fantastic addition to the legacy for The Strangers. I can absolutely see this being a Halloween Horror Nights house, which they love to do. And I cannot wait to see what happens next. And Madelaine Petsch is in her Scream Queen era, and I am here for it.
Why are you doing this to us? Because you're here.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I'm Sarah. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about The Strangers Chapter 1, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.